Hey guys, DJ Gemstar. Today we're gonna talk about having a manager. You know, when should you get one? Well, when should you get one? And the when is basically the why, right? Starting out, you have nobody knows who you are. You literally don't have anything to manage. What you manage is basically just yourself. You're not really doing much. Okay, there's no need for a manager. Even most managers, say snakes, won't take you on. You have no revenue coming in, right? The general rule would be you can only get a manager where you have something to manage outside of your capabilities. That's when you get a manager. Okay, if you can call or have your phone or whatever device you have and still manage your career and also do mixes, create music, okay, and still have free time, that's not the time you need to have a manager. Okay, when talent bookers are hitting you up to have you fly out to different countries and stuff like that, and it's the point where you're booked up every weekend, okay, you might want to work on a manager and get a percentage and stuff like that. Percentage could be 10-20% maybe, okay, but that manager agent, they have to produce. So if you sign with them, you can sign like a non-exclusive deal at first to try them out. If they don't have a name, they got to bring you in, okay, bring you in talent, bring you in work, like gigs, consistently for like a year, okay. And they show that when they show that they've done things properly, show you all the emails, which you should ask for that. Okay, you should always be CC'd into the email so that you know everything, see how they're running their business, okay? And after that year, you can sign an exclusive thing with them. Put parameters up for that. I can put that in later. I won't make this video too long. You put the parameters in for that, and then not your manager until they're not. I also say that if an agency will not take you on, and this is after you've produced music, they're not taking you on, okay, that's a sign that you don't need a manager at that point in time. You know, because booking agency that you're signed to or have non-exclusive, if it's not exclusive, they should be able to give you gigs. The point, like I said, you can't manage it anymore. The booking agency has to speak with your manager, and your manager has to bring it to you so they can figure out what's going on. Another thing is your manager should be abreast of contract law, right? A contract law. And this is if your manager's doing the overall thing. I'm not sure people do that really. If they have a manager for the DJing and then a manager for the other parts of their career, there's just one big manager. But they should know about contract law, and so should you. Okay, so if you're not well read in law, you might want to do that for contract law. So this way, you can understand the hell your manager's talking about. Okay. It also saves money because you're gonna have a manager, agent, and then you're gonna have a contract lawyer, which is not free. You're taking up their time. You can only ask them for questions for free for so often. Once they have like a stick up their butt, which you have the right to do so. Every time you ask me a question, it's a couple of dollars. Like why? Just have a manager that knows what the fuck they're talking about. Like if you can get a manager that has experience being a manager, a booking agent, and also has completed like law school for contract law, great. They're gonna ask for more money to do more work, okay. But hey, if they got it, then you're all one thing. That's dope, okay. But you should not concern yourself with a manager unless you yourself have put the seed in the soil to build your career, okay. I can talk more about managers and agents as to what they're supposed to do in another video, in depthly. And is in depthly or am I selling Donald? Oh shit. But yeah, you don't worry about a manager or agent. You don't have anything to manage. You don't have an agent to agent. You can email them and they'll give you. You can tell them with a text and write it out, or ask ChatGPT. It'll tell you what you need to do in order for you to be viable to have an agent. Okay. But I will say this: you have to learn how to build up your social media. presence. Build a social media presence, DJ well, and produce music. Okay, those three, the trifecta. Okay, and also study as of what they're supposed to do. All right, yeah, you need to do that, and you also need to do shows. You need to have an EPK, and I'll tell you what that is later on as well. All right, guys, my name is DJ Gemstar, and I'd like for you to like, follow, and share, and I'll talk to you guys later.